Hello everybody, today I'm doing a review of the It's a 10 Silk Express collection. I purchased 3 products in the line, the It's a 10 Express Miracle Silk Daily Shampoo, which is listed for $25, the It's a 10 Silk Express Miracle Silk Daily Conditioner, listed for $26, and the It's a 10 Express Miracle Silk Leave-In Conditioner, listed for $26. You can order from their website, but I picked up my products at Sally's Beauty Supply store. This video is not sponsored. I bought the products with my own money, and these are my own opinions and experiences. So sit back, relax, and let's get into the video. I have 4B, 4C, low porosity, low density, fine hair. It has been a challenge over the years to figure out a routine that works for me. And as we go through this video, I'll be discussing some trade-offs to consider when creating a routine for yourself. First things first, I spray my hair with warm water and sit under a hair steamer for 10 to 15 minutes. I just purchased my hair steamer last year, and it is the best investment I have made. When your hair is low porosity, you generally have to use heat to open up your hair cuticle so that moisture can get in. Moisturizing my hair this way doesn't get it soaking wet, but it makes it damp enough for me to section my hair for the washing step. Some of the issues I've had with my hair characteristics are matting at the root, dryness, breakage, and itchy scalp. The matting at the root was the most frustrating aspect of my hair. It was not until I began using a steamer that this problem has all but disappeared for me. So if you're having that issue, one thing I would suggest is trying to steam every single day the first time you get your steamer, just to kind of get your hair back to a place of stability. And then after that, kind of seeing if you can steam twice a week and make sure your roots are staying nice and moisturized so that way they don't lock up on themselves. This steamer has 2 settings, a low setting and a high setting. I generally use the high setting. That works for me. I find that just to keep it in good working condition, I try to use filtered water or distilled water. I think tap water should work fine, but I've just tried to use filtered or distilled water just to be on the safe side. If you want me to do a review on this steamer, just comment below and let me know. I really like this. As I've said multiple times, it is crucial in my weekly routine. I am going to section my hair and twist it in sections before washing it. I have washed my hair loose before. It does make me feel like I'm in a shampoo commercial, and it's cool, but I've just found that keeping my hair as stretched as possible when I'm going to be drenching it is best for my hair. I'm not going to do a full detangle at this point. I'm just combing out any shed hairs that are easily going to fall out. And later I will actually do a full detangle. Now for the blowout, the key tip I've learned from YouTube is to wash your hair 3 times. Yes, 3 times. You really need to get your scalp and hair cleansed for your final style to turn out the way you want. This may also influence how often you wash your hair. I'm currently washing my hair every 2 weeks. Some naturals with fine hair suggest stretching the washes even longer, maybe to even once a month. But I work out at least 3 days a week, so I'm just not able to go more than 2 weeks without washing my hair. So again, your hair routine is all about trade-offs and ensuring that it matches your lifestyle. After washing my hair, I use a t-shirt or towel to soak up the excess water. You definitely want to let some of that water off your hair before going to the deep conditioner step, especially if you have low porosity hair, because your hair follicles can only take in so much. So if your hair is soaking wet, drenched in water, that deep conditioner is not going to take as well. So you may have noticed that I skipped the washout conditioner step. Yep, I no longer buy washout conditioner. I just go straight to deep conditioning instead. Saves time and money. I probably would have bought the mask from this line, but Sally's did not have that mask, so I just went for this lighter conditioner. It's probably okay anyway because, again, low porosity, your hair can only take so much, so those thick, creamy masks don't really work well for low porosity naturals, but this conditioner is meant to be left on for a few minutes. It's a little lighter, has a really nice smell. I love the way this stuff smelled. And when I put it in my hair and began detangling each section, I found that it had a good amount of slip. My hair was already pretty soft, and I could tell that it was beginning to just elongate those different sections and detangle those different sections. So definitely pleased with this product. So you may notice that I'm using my Denman brush to fully detangle each section from tip to root. Some naturals I've watched do not use combs and brushes at all, but finger detangling alone did not work for me. My roots were constantly matted, and it was probably a combination of not fully detangling and my subpar moisture routine. But since I've started my new regimen, I limit my use of combs and brushes on non-wash days, but on wash days, I just go all in and I just use what I need to use to get my hair. So after applying the deep conditioner, I go ahead and sit under the steamer for 15 to 20 more minutes, wash that out and drain the excess water off of my hair. And then I'm moving on to the next step of putting in my leave-in so that I can get on to the blow drying portion. So I really like the It's a 10 leave-ins. They each have different properties, different features on the different lines, but all of them are heat protectants in addition to leave-ins. So you're kind of doing two steps in one. So I'm just spraying that on my hand so that I don't over apply and make sure that I get each section coated. My hair feels so soft. Like I was blown away by that conditioner and how well it did on my hair. And as I said, everything smelled so good too. Even the leave-in smelled really good. So now I'm actually going to section my hair into 4 sections for the blow drying part. I put on my shower cap over the areas that I'm not going to be working on so they can stay wet. But as a low porosity person, it probably would stay wet anyway, but it's just something that I do. And it also helps me to like concentrate on one section more easily. So now I'm going to choose a heat setting. And when I'm blow drying, I want it to be hot, but I don't use the highest setting. And this blow dryer also has a air speed, and I don't use the highest setting on that. I just use the medium setting. So on both the heat and the air speed, I use the medium setting. And this blow dryer also has a cool setting. One thing I don't like about this blow dryer is the cool setting is a button. So you have to actually hold it down to have the cool air on your hair, as opposed to it being a toggle switch. So that's just one thing. But other than that, I really love this blow dryer. At this stage, you really shouldn't have to apply much force to each section as you blow dry it. I use my Denman brush to smooth the sections one at a time. I point the nozzle down onto the section that I'm currently working on and start the blow dryer. And then I use that Denman brush to stretch the section at the very tip of the hair and work my way up as each part of the section from the tip to the root gets dry. I start the ends first so that every section is detangled still. I think if you start at the roots, it's not supposed to be hard to comb through because you've already detangled, but sometimes you can get stuck. So just starting from the bottom and working your way up top tends to be what I see people doing, professional hairstylists doing on YouTube. Show you that again, this time on a section in the front. You're going to smooth the section with your Denman brush first and then adjust the nozzle so it's pointing down on the section you're working on. Start that blow dryer and put your Denman brush just right on the ends of that section of hair and just use that to create tension to stretch that section out. And as you get the bottom of the hair straight, you can just work your way up and stretch further up the length of that section. Be sure you're moving that nozzle around and not keeping it too long on one portion of your skin. You definitely don't want to burn yourself while you're doing this. This is a huge win for me. I was never able to do this. Like each section is so easy to work through. It's not a struggle at all. Previously, because of all the tangling, I was not able to blow dry at all. Like I would just have to do twist outs and things like that, which was only masking the matting and tangling that was going on. So I'm glad that I finally figured this out. So I typically just try to go blow dry the back of my hair and the nape of the neck and my ends, my edges, and just try to make sure I'm getting my roots completely dry. I definitely don't want to go to sleep with wet hair. I know a lot of people have concerns about applying this much tension to their hair every wash day, but I personally prefer having stretched roots and preventing matting and tangling than perhaps retaining more length in between washes. So that's a trade-off that I've made based on my lifestyle and my goals. Make sure that your routine is suited towards your lifestyle and your goals. It will take a lot of trial and error, but do what works best for you. Normally, after blow drying my hair, I would put it up in a bun and be done with it. But I actually was feeling a little adventurous, so I'm wrapping my hair at night and I'm going to actually use a curling rod the next day. And here's the result. I love this hairstyle. My hair smells great. It feels great. The curls look good. I got several compliments while I was out. So it's a 10 for sure. Comment below. Let me know if you've used any of these products and what your experience has been blow drying your hair at home. And I will talk to you guys next time. Bye.